All right, everybody, let's get this out of the way. What's up, Raider Nation? Hope you guys are all doing good today. Hope you guys are all having a good day so far. Um, Today Raiders lost to Patriots 34. What's that? The score was. God, I don't remember. I don't even remember the score anymore. It was. I know Raiders scored 20. I think it was 34-20. Raiders lost. Um, and I'm gonna get this out of the way because we lost and everybody's all freaking out already. It's crazy. But look, when you break it down, right, it's really not all that bad. What it came down to was three things. One, injuries. We had a lot of injuries today. Obviously, we already had Trent Brown out, Henry Ruggs, Kotowski. I already said Trent, huh? But then today, David Arnett hurt it, messed up his shoulder again. Messed up his wrist again. And then Brian Edwards pulled the hamstring. So injuries are hurting us, guys. Okay. But I came on today to tell you guys, some of you guys turn on the Raiders really quick. A lot of you guys need to relax. Relax. A lot of you guys need to relax. We're only 2-1, okay? And it's not like we didn't play a bad game of football anyway. Offense was mediocre today. They were kind of sloppy, let's admit. We had 2 fumbles. The refs sold us. They really did. Jacobs fumbled the ball one time. Should have went back to the Raiders. And then Carr fumbled also, but the guy that sacked when Carr got sacked, okay, the ball was coming out of his hands. Well, the ball came out of his hands way after he went down to the ground. So that wasn't a fumble. So that's crazy. Now, defensively, offensively it was pretty decent. The Patriots actually held up to the word and covering Darren Waller. He was only held to 2 catches for 9 yards. It's crazy. Hunter Renfrow had a touchdown in garbage time. And then let's see, Foster Moreau caught a touchdown off a bootleg, and pretty much it. We had a few nice grabs here and there. Daniel Carr also missed a field goal that was really crucial, but that's that, I guess. All right. So that was offensively. Defensively was another story. Defensively, we were doing really, really well. I was really, really shocked in the first half. Crosby finished up with 2 sacks. It was pretty good. And then we just started going downhill on the defense second half. Paul Gunther's got to go. The guy should get his pink slip already. It's getting ridiculous with him. It's time for him to head on out. Time for him to head out, right? We just did terrible today, defensively. And Corey Littleton looks like he's still having trouble adjusting to the Raiders scheme. So, not good. But, we'll go as we go. A lot of you guys turn on the Raiders really quick. You guys are like, Jonathan Abram sucks. Jonathan Abram sucks at tackling. Admit it. Start coming up with excuses for Abram. The guy literally almost died crashing into a TV truck last week. Literally. The guy almost died crashing into a TV truck last week, right? Also, he had an MRI. His shoulder, he got a grade 2 sprain in his shoulder, an AC joint. And he's got a chip bone in his collarbone that's causing internal bleeding. And you're saying that he sucks because he missed 13 tackles when he can only play with one arm? Wow. Gotta love people. Sorry, guys, I'm chewing gum. But gotta love people. Literally. Phenomenal. I keep looking this way because my mic's this way, but let me go ahead and move it back there. But it's crazy to me that some of you guys really think that Abram sucks. So like I said, obviously, it really wasn't all that much of a good game. We played a decent game of football. It just wasn't great, Injuries piled up. There was a lot of foolish mistakes, flags, fumbles, near interception by Stephon Gilmore. Like I said, the refs sold us. The refs were awful. Like I said, Ruggs was out. We only played Rico Gafford one play. So that was crazy. Um. So, I mean, like I said, it wasn't the best, but it definitely wasn't the worst. We did a pretty decent job containing Cam for what it was worth, but could have been better. Um. But like I'm saying, towards the end of the game, a lot of you guys are starting to call for Carter's head because he clearly doesn't care about winning, and we should put in Mariota. Relax, relax, people, relax. Please relax, man. It's only week 3. We're 2-1. We're perfectly fine. We're going to be okay. You know, Tony Romo made a good point saying that this isn't the Raiders team he knows. We're going to be fine. As Raider fans, true Raider fans know we shouldn't be worried at all. Simply put. We shouldn't be worried at all. We really shouldn't. We're going to be fine. We play Buffalo next week. We can regroup. But we definitely scored more points than we usually would against the Patriots any year. Last time we played the Patriots was in 2017. We only scored 3. So, it's a bit of improvement, you know. I think we played a pretty decent game. Like I said, it could have been a lot better. But, I mean, for you guys to be calling on Carter's head and saying the season's over and quitting on the Raiders, I know a kid who thinks we're going to lose to the Bills by 24 next week. It's crazy. So, like I said, a lot of you guys are quick to turn on Carr. It's ridiculous. It's cute, but it's ridiculous. So, we're going to be fine, everybody. Relax. Relax. I don't know how else to tell you guys. I'm not sure I even want to look at fantasy points today because it just wasn't a good game overall. You know, it wasn't really all that. It was a off-kilter game. Sure, you can say playing Monday night did us in a little bit, which is kind of true, but like I said, that's that. You know, we'll look at fantasy stats to kill time. What? So, Raiders in fantasy. Let's take a look at Raiders in fantasy. But like I said, guys, at the end of the day, three ways to sum up the game today: injuries, penalties and mistakes, and just playing sloppy. Jacobs had 9.3 fantasy points today. Pretty decent. Darren Waller didn't do so well. I know that. He only had 2 catches for 9 yards, like I was alluding to earlier. Let me see. Carr had 15 points. Not bad, not bad. See, I gotta go through my league because I don't own Darren Waller in my league. I only own Josh Jacobs. Darren Waller only had 2 points. That's fine because obviously, as you guys know, he was getting triple teamed. There was a few instances where he was open, but just didn't come to fruition. All right. So now we gotta go to free agency for the rest. Hunter Renfrow had 20 fantasy points? Wow. That's crazy. That shocks me for sure. Bryan Edwards had 6.8. And the Raiders defense, I'm going to guess they're back in negative points this week. Raiders defense had 0. So, like I said, Paul Gunter's got to go. But people, please, if you're a true Raider fan, please stop with the with the hard judgment right now. It's only week 4. It's only week 3, week 4. Relax. We'll be fine. 7th seed in the playoffs at worst. Relax. We're fine, people. Calm down. Not the end of the world. It's definitely going to teach the Raiders a lesson to never overlook an opponent. So that's good. But Relax, people. Carr has had 0 interceptions throughout the last 3 weeks, right? So that's good. That's really good. But nothing just the thing with this game is nothing gelled. You know, we kind of regrouped in the second half, but it just never came to fruition fully. So, I mean, tough loss. It looks bad on the scoreboard as it was 20 to 36, but when you break it down in pieces, I'm all right with it. We are fine, people. I wouldn't even be worried if I was the Raiders. If I was Gruden and if I was the coaching staff, no, I'm not worried. The only one that should be worried is Paul Guenther, because I think Paul Guenther needs to head out, get him out of here. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to see Baby Yoda next week. He's not here today because we lost. So, you know, but that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Now I am gonna record a video sometime this week because yesterday there was a report that came out that an NFL team was under investigation for COVID violations in the locker room, and guess what? It was the Raiders. The Raiders are now under NFL investigation for having an unauthorized person in the locker room after the game on Monday night. Apparently, this person just came in without credentials. That's what the NFL thinks, anyway. But like I said, this could just be another ploy of Roger Goodell trying to get us off kilter. But Raider Nation, get ready for all these Raider haters trying to say we should cut Carr from Mariota. Just stop. It's comical. Just stop. Just stop. Just think of the game this way: nothing gelled, injuries, and silly mistakes. That's really the only way you can sum it up. I got to give defense props for containing Cam. I think we held Julian Edelman to 1 catch. So, I don't know. The one guy we couldn't stop was Rex Burkhead. Rex Burkhead had 3 touchdowns on us. How does that happen? That's ridiculous. Dude had like 33 fantasy points. It was crazy. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much all I got. Let's get ready for Buffalo. Move on to next week. We'll learn from our mistakes and let's move on. Because I don't think Buffalo can cover Darren Waller like they could have, like the Patriots could have. But see you guys next time. Stop crying about the Raiders losing. We are fine. We are going to be okay.